waves it in our faces every day, reminding us how committed the party and he is to it in letter and spirit. There's nothing wrong with holding up the Constitution. It's a good thing, viewers, to be guided by the Constitution. But the Congress gets quite preachy about why it holds up the Constitution. No other political leader, you may have noticed, holds up the Constitution at every rally or at every interaction with the voter, with the public at large. The Congress makes it a point to tell us that it is only the Congress party that can safeguard its basic structure. That's why it holds up the Constitution to remind the public that as long as the Congress party has its hand wrapped around the Constitution, no one can mess with it. The Congress party must be aware then, given that it has so well acquainted itself with the basic structure of the Constitution, that secularism is one of the basic features of the Constitution, that the word figures in the preamble of the Constitution. And Rahul Gandhi also probably knows that it was his grandmother at the height of the emergency when she suspended the Constitution, brought in an amendment to introduce the word secular. Given this, it is surprising that the party has been linked to groups openly using their religion to mobilize Muslim voters to elect the Congress and block the BJP in Maharashtra and Kerala. Before you accuse me of cooking up stories to troll the Congress, let me substantiate with facts. First, your channel has accessed, viewers, this poster issued by a group that calls itself the Muslim Seva Sangh, that claims it has mobilized 180 NGOs in Maharashtra to enroll Muslim voters to elect the BJP. Interestingly, this group that has apparently worked to benefit the Congress and its allies in Maharashtra during the Lok Sabha elections chooses to defend its mobilization in the name of constitutionalism. I'm not saying it, viewers. They say it in this note. Second, viewers, the Congress party's own ally in the India bloc, the CPM's Pinarayi Vijayan, who is also the Kerala Chief Minister, so not some fringe leader. He has accused the Congress of undermining constitutional secularism. Now, viewers, that poster is on your screens. You can see it. It looks a lot like actually a Aadhaar card of sorts without a photograph. It's got the same 3 lines up on top, this, that, the other. But if you read the poster, you will be shocked at the insightful, baseless fear-mongering being relied upon to rally Muslim voters against the BJP, which is cast as a supporter of Hindu radicals and their agenda. The poster asks Muslims, will you vote for those who want to meddle with Sharia law? Will you vote for those who want to snatch Aligarh from you? Will you vote for those who want to shut down madrasas? Will you vote for those who want to impose UCC upon your customs? Will you vote for those who back the defilers of our mosques? If you vote for those against us, how are you any different from an apostate? It's the question it's asking. It's clearly directed against, viewers, Hindus it considers apostates, and the BJP that it considers supports radical Hindus. Now let me take you through the revelations made by Kerala Chief Minister Vijayan. Pinarayi Vijayan has come out and said Priyanka Gandhi is running as a candidate with the backing of Jamaat-e-Islami. Does that organization's ideology align with democratic values? Shouldn't those who stand for secularism oppose all forms of sectarianism? Can the Congress reject Jamaat-e-Islami's votes? Will it take a stand? It has also gone on to say that with this, the mask of Congress's secularism has fallen off its face. This is all that he has said, viewers. These are not my words. Kirit Somaiya, Bharatiya Janata Party leader, has said, I filed a complaint with the Election Commission against provocation of religious feelings. Marathi Muslim Seva Sanghi and such NGOs are provoking Muslims towards vote jihad to exploit religious feelings which may result in riots, unquote. The Prime Minister, clearly aware of these facts, has called upon society as a whole to not fall for this naked sectarianism. He has reminded the public that if they stick together, they will be safe. Viewers, listen to the Prime Minister.
एक है तो हमें एकजुट रहकर कांग्रेस के खतरनाक खेल को नाकाम करना है और विकास के रास्ते पर आगे बढ़ते रहना है.
We need to unite, he says, to defeat the Congress's machinations. Ironically, the ecosystem that projects itself as a defender of constitutional proprieties is calling out the Prime Minister for being communal and majoritarian. Even though, viewers, he has not said that Hindus specifically have to unite. He says all of us, and being the Prime Minister, he speaks for all of us. He speaks for Sabka Vikas, Sabka Saath. But strangely, viewers, while they're calling out the Prime Minister on his majoritarianism, the ecosystem is silent on the Congress Party's alleged dalliance with communal politicians. In any case, the hard facts clearly reveal that this won't be the first time that Congress has paid lip service to the cause of constitutional secularism and inclusivity. Let's run you through some of these hard facts. And viewers, I always bring you the hard facts on this show so you can get closer to the truth. No other channel anchor at this time, viewers, brings you the hard facts. In 2014, Sonia Gandhi met with Shahi Imam Bukhari and she said secular votes should not split. Secular votes, viewers, should not split. She meets a religious head. The same Congress opposed a Christian church in Kerala that supported the BJP. Hard fact 2, 2021. Congress ties up with IUDF in Assam assembly polls. In 2022, its then state chief Bhupen Kumar Bora called the AIUDF communal force, unquote. I didn't call it, viewers. The BJP didn't call it. The Congress itself, looking back, a year earlier said we shouldn't have done this. The AIUDF is a communal force. If the Congress is saying that about itself, viewers, how is it then running around holding up the Constitution and saying that we uphold it in letter and spirit? Hard fact 3, 2021. Congress part of alliance in Bengal that included Muslim supremacist party ISF founded by Furfura Sharif cleric Abbas Siddiqui. Yes, viewers, Abbas Siddiqui was its boss. Senior Congress leaders, including Kapil Sibal, had slammed the compromise at that time with secularism. In fact, Anand Sharma also had a problem. Again, viewers, Congress leaders. Hard fact 4, 2022. Ahead of UP Assembly polls, Congress tied up with cleric Tauqir Raza, booked for allegedly issuing threats against the Hindu community. Again, many UP state Congress leaders publicly opposed the alliance. Just Google Siyasat Daily, viewers, and you'll come across those Congress leaders and their remarks on this alliance. Because they said he's a communalist. He's booked for abusing Hindus, allegedly. Hard fact 5, viewers, 2024, Congress admitted to providing quotas to minorities, but said that quotas weren't on the basis of religion but socio-economic backwardness. It is surprising that the Congress party has thus far managed to evade penalties for its practices. But viewers, look at the RPA. Section 123(3) of the Representation of the People Act 1951 says and provides that appeals by a candidate or any person, any other person with the consent of a candidate to vote or refrain from voting on the ground of his religion, race, caste, community or language is a corrupt electoral practice. And viewers, under the law, for a corrupt electoral practice, you can be jailed for 6 years. Viewers, let's open this up. Let's ask some fundamental questions. Is Congress holding up the Constitution only as a prop? Does it actually read what is in the Constitution? These are some fundamental points. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, let me begin with you. Let's kick off with you tonight. I would have brought in the SP and my friend on the left, but I don't know if he's on my side right now or he is on the side of Pinarayi Vijayan, his boss. So let him figure it out after listening to you, and I'll bring him in. Tehseen Poonawalla, of course, also there, looking very colourful today. And Ajay Alok, the national spokesperson of the BJP, Full House Samajwadi Party spokesperson there also with us. Dr. Ranganathan, go ahead.
Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my fellow panelists. I'll be very brief today because I think we have discussed ad infinitum most of the issues that you've brought up. For example, the issue of appeasement and how Congress shamelessly has not just tried to but succeeded in appeasing the Muslims for its own political expediency and vote bank. But today I want to touch on something that you did mention, but I think it needs to be talked about a little bit more, and that is exposing the hypocrisy of these charlatans in the Congress, who for the last 10 years, and of course their lapdogs in the media, who've been accusing BJP of not thinking enough of Muslim representation because there are so fewer and fewer Muslim legislators in our assemblies and in the parliament, and that is reflective of this Hindutva majoritarian state. And look, BJP doesn't give Muslims tickets and all. Let me address this straight up, and you have Samajwadi Party spokesperson and also my good friend Tehseen and of course Vivek to answer them. Did Rahul Gandhi not say that Muslim representation is decreasing, and coupled with that he said jitni abadi utna haq? Now I ask you, the Maharashtra Muslim population is 16%. The assembly number of seats is 288. By the amount of abadi and haq, there should at least be 45 to 46 seats where tickets should be given to Muslim candidates by the Mahavikas Aghadi. And I don't rhetorically want to ask Tehseen this, but I will answer this. The number of seats, candidates that Mahavikas Aghadi has posted, Muslim candidates is 8, which is 2%. So I want to ask Tehseen directly, what has happened to Jitni Abadi Utna Haq? Where are the rest of the Muslim candidates? Because
how do you know 16% are not in one constituency?
One second, sir. Don't speak over him. Let him finish. Let's not be unruly.
Yeah.
I know you have come from another channel where they delight in this, but I don't. So calm down, sir. Relax. You have to think about Pinarayi Vijayan. He is your guiding light tonight, not Tehseen Poonawalla. Yes, doctor.
Yes, and I won't even come to the constitution, Rahul, that you touched upon, because sitting right next to you in the studio to evade the fader is my good friend Vivek Srivastav. And the moment I quote EMS Namboodiripal's statement of July 1969, when he was a sitting Kerala Chief Minister, and he said, we have to totally change the constitution because that is one of the aspects of democracy. This is EMS Namboodiripal saying it, the founder of CPIM. So let's not go towards Vivek Srivastav. I hope it doesn't interrupt me for next what I'm going to say. But today, I really, through your auspices, Rahul, I want an answer from Tehseen and other people who are from the Congress, because I know Rahul Gandhi will not allow you to interview him and ask this question directly. 2% is the number of seats on which Mahavikas Aghadi has fielded Muslim candidates. What has happened to its Jitni Abadi Utna Haq? What has happened to its sermonizing the BJP, saying that they don't care anything about the Muslims because they don't field any Muslim candidates?
Let me also add to that, viewers, in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, the Congress gave, yes, absolutely, the least number in its history of tickets to Muslims, viewers. Tehseen Poonawalla, would you like to respond, sir? Would you like to respond? Because these questions today, yes, Dr. Ranganathan is asking you. Have you noticed I haven't asked you a question? Because your ally has asked you the question. He is asking you. I am not today. I am letting more wise people ask you the questions. So respond to Dr. Ranganathan. Respond, sir, to your own ally, the great Chief Minister of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan. Tell me why he's wrong when he says that you have taken the votes from sectarian outfits like the Jamaat-e-Islami that are banned from Kashmir down to Kerala, sir. Why?
Good evening, Rahul. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I have never in my life understood how an opposition party, be it in the state, which is Congress, the opposition in Kerala, or in the union, which is the Congress in the union government, can control who gets a voter I card and votes for them. Or is, as per the Chief Minister of Kerala, the State Election Commission of Kerala and the National Election Commission, so incompetent that outsiders, people who are not eligible to vote, people who are terrorists, can come into Wayanad and actually vote for Srimati Priyanka Gandhi Vadra? Is he actually alleging voter fraud? Is that what the Chief Minister is doing? If he is, what is his intelligence, his police, his security apparatus doing? Apart from trying to communalize the election. You started saying that, look, Mrs. Gandhi asked the Jama Masjid Imam that, the secular vote should not split. May I remind you, Rahul, and you've covered politics for a long time, both in Mumbai, Delhi, etc. It was the then Prime Minister of India, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who went. Let me rephrase my words and be very clear. The Prime Minister of India went to Jama Masjid and asked the Maulana Bukhari to support the BJP. He asked the Maulana to issue a fatwa that the Muslims should vote for the BJP. This is the Prime Minister Vajpayee with the Hurriyat leadership. Prime Minister Vajpayee with the Hurriyat leadership. So are you saying Prime Minister Vajpayee was also communal, asking for votes on communal issues? Look, why has this suddenly happened? And I was yesterday on your colleague's show on your channel and other channels, today again, and all that the Prime Minister in my state of Maharashtra can speak about is polarization. The Prime Minister has nothing to speak about development of Maharashtra and the various parameters on which in the last decade Maharashtra economically has gone down under the BJP government. So the Prime Minister makes statements like, oh, the Maharashtra Assembly elections are important because those who win, if the MBA wins, 370 will come back in Kashmir. Can you explain to me how? A terrorist yesterday, his wife, a convicted terrorist, his wife writes a letter to Rahul Gandhi. Curiously, Rahul Gandhi doesn't get the letter. BJP spokespersons have the letter. How? All of these are polarization bids. And the Chief Minister of Kerala, read my lips, Rahul, I'm looking in the camera and saying the Chief Minister of Kerala is doing the exact same thing that the BJP is doing. And I think the Chief Minister of Kerala should look within himself and get some morals. Okay. If there are terrorists or people who are not supposed to vote in Wayanad, the Chief Minister should step down from his chair and leave and go. Do not polarize, do not communalize, because I'm telling you this, Rahul,
I just want
Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is winning Wayanad by a record margin.
She might, sir. There are 45% Muslim votes there, and if you have the Jamaat-e-Islami pushing that agenda.
Is that why the Chief Minister has got his? Is that why the Chief Minister has got his?
1 second.
Is got knots in his stomach?
No. Listen. If you have such a problem with the left, snap the alliance.
Don't fight together in Maharashtra.
Yeah, and that's
I am very clear about the left.
Don't fight together in Maharashtra.
Let me be very
look
clear
at what
about
Vivek is saying. Listen to what Vivek. Look, listen to what Vivek is saying. He has realized. Listen to what Vivek is saying.
Let me be very clear about the left. Left has always helped the BJP, even in the nuclear deal.
No. You are not speaking the Congress line. You are not speaking the Congress line. You are also not speaking the line of India Alliance.
I'm speaking the Indian line.
Listen to me now. India Alliance stands together.
Is the Chief Minister of Kerala
hold on, please. There is more to politics than
how dare he say this about Priyanka ji?
One by-poll election is not important. You can do your psychophancy of Priyanka maybe. Now listen to what I'm saying.
So he will attack Priyanka Gandhi.
Hold on, you told me this was going to be it. I would have taken the evening off.
Hold on, Tehseen, hold on. India Alliance stands apart. We have a lot of respect for the Congress party. It's officially, that is why we are together with the Congress in the India Alliance. We are fighting together and voting is going to take place very soon. The results are going to come. Number one. So we stand together. Kerala or no Kerala?
No, but why do you
Kerala
stand
is a very old issue.
No, 1 second. I have to ask you. Why are you with a communal party?
It is not a communal party.
Of course it is. See, the Chief Minister is saying,
no.
देखिए, मैं जब सवाल पूछता हूँ, तो आप मेरे को सीधा जवाब नहीं देते. When Tehseen asks you the question, or when he attacks you, you go after him.
No.
Now, we are asking the same question.
Tehseen is my friend.
I have to ask you, I'm also your friend.
Yes, of course. Yes. See,
I'm your friend on the right.
No, but the fact is...
But listen to me. One second. I'm only talking about the situation in the studio, viewers. I'm on his right, actually.
Okay.
Now, just a second. I just want to make one thing very clear, viewers. You see, there are a lot of issues that have been thrown up. First of all, I just want you to know, Tehseen Poonawalla, I have never come out and accused Rahul Gandhi of holding up the wrong Maoist copy of the Constitution. People have been saying, oh, the Constitution, the pocket Constitution. No, I know the channels that do it because they excel in fake news, viewers, because they want your viewership with sensationalism. I don't do that. So let me tell you, viewers, there have been copies, copies of the Constitution that have actually been read in color, and they have been gifted even by the Prime Minister to the President, the incumbent Prime Minister to the previous President, Mr. Kovind. And just look up my tweet from today. So I don't spread fake news. I talk with hard facts. So now let me come back to the hard facts. And I want to bring in the Samajwadi Party, who talks about, and of course the BJP national spokesperson. Let them get into this now. Pradeep Sahab, I have to ask you this question. You call yourself a full-time secular party, full-time, and you say that nothing greater than being secular matters to the Samajwadi Party. Now tell me, sir, why are you with a political party that Bhupen Kumar Bora in 2022, Congress State Chief of Assam, said tied up with a communal force? This is like saying that you are with the BJP that tied up with the Bajrang Dal or some other so-called communal force. आप समझ रहे हैं मैं क्या कह रहा हूं, Mr. Bhatt? 1 second. Then 1 second. You know Mr. Sibbal very well, don't you, sir? Is he aligned? Is he aligned with your party?
Shall I answer?
No, is he or is he not?
Shall I answer, or
yeah?
So anyhow,
viewers, I have to. I'm just asking you some questions.
You can complete your question and then I can answer that.
You said that you are very, very, very upright when it comes to upholding the secular conscience of this country. In 2022, ahead of the UP polls, Congress Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, and she has a history, viewers. She tied up with the cleric Toki Raza, and their photographs, you can see them. They are actually shaking hands. They are on the same platform. So Pinay Vijayan is not wrong. There is precedent to this. And that's when Congress leaders came out and said, ye mat kijiye, these are communalists. But sir, you are an ally of this communal party that the Congress itself calls itself communal, and you are part of this. Ye kaisa India alliance hai?
Thank you, Ravi, for having such a long question. I hope you will hear me completely and give a chance to complete my answer. First thing, that whatever you have said from your beginning, your introduction statement, and now also, that shows nobody will accept the BJP and their supreme leader has bring down the political discourse of this country to new low.
Right.
We have never seen the BJP and Yogi Adityanath so scared about in the recent time just giving those slogans. Are they constitutional? The slogan like "Batoge to katoge," which is, in fact, in his own party they have distant that within few hours, and now they are bringing with the new slogans. But anyways, the reality is that the BJP government is crawling on the crutches of Jumla's lies, division, discrimination, and destruction.
Okay.
So if you see,
BJP is a bad party for you. That is not the question. The question is, do you give? No, 1 second. No, I say Pratap Bhatti ji. Do you give? Pradeep Bhatti. I'm Rahul. Pradeep Bhatti, listen very clearly. Listen very clearly to me. I'm asking you a simple question. If the Congress is taking support, as its own ally is saying in Kerala and in Maharashtra, you are also part of that alliance. From a communal force, does it remain a secular party, yes or no? Simple question, sir.
Sorry for misnaming Rahul. My concern is the 25 to 30 crore people of Uttar Pradesh. Unfortunately,
sir, आप सवाल का जवाब नहीं देते हैं.
No. Listen, I will not answer what you expect from me.
Okay, you
listen
don't.
What
you
I'm
don't
saying.
Want to answer.
I hope you will listen to me and appreciate once I complete that.
What is the point of listening to an answer that I have to a question that I haven't asked? Logic ही नहीं समझ आ रहा.
No. Listen, Rahul. I'll not
answer. Samosa wala logic है, sir. Jalebi and samosa.
Whatever you have said, I'll tell you the hard facts. You were talking about the hard fact. Hard fact is that first the social injustice. Because in your introduction statement you said about the hard facts. What is the hard facts?
Right.
Hard fact is social injustice, economic disparity, the issues like in Uttar Pradesh, the per capita income of Uttar Pradesh is lowest.
Okay.
Second last.
I agree with you, sir. All these are facts. All these are facts. But I want to ask you.
Don't run away, Rahul.
I want to ask you.
And
I want to ask
bring
you.
those issues which are irrelevant.
Okay,
Rahul,
but
don't bring those
okay,
issues which
sir,
are irrelevant.
sir,
Bring those issues which are which BJP should raise.
Okay.
They are running from those core issues.
Okay.
BJP's moral degradation of their ideology. Now they have
Brilliant.
replaced that with
Viewers,
immorality,
who is making-
capitalism, subversion
okay,
and fascism. That is the core issue.
Okay, sir,
Don't
fine.
run away from that.
Fine,
and
fine,
don't
sir,
bring
fine.
New hard facts.
15 साल से आप ये कह रहे हैं 15 साल में अब तक तो इंप्रेशन लग गया होगा वोटर पे, बट आई हैव नॉट मेड द
24 में
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन.
लग
ओके,
गया
लिसन
था.
टू मी.
आपको पता होगा.
Okay, Pradeep ji, listen to me now. Please, just give me 30 seconds. I have not insisted on anything. You have not even responded to me. It's okay. It's fine. I don't exist for you. It's okay. It's your prerogative. Viewer, have I made the constitution and secularism an issue? Who holds up? I'll show you that photograph again of Rahul Gandhi holding up the constitution. He says, I believe in every letter of that constitution. There are 5 important ones in the preamble. One of them is secularism, viewers. Today, his own partners, and sometimes, as I have pointed out to you on the hard facts, viewers, his own party people have accused him of compromising on secularism. His own party people. And the Samajwadi Party has no problems with a central tenet, viewers, of the constitution. They say that is not an issue.
That's
Okay?
That's your understanding.
No, 1 second. You said it. You said talk about the real issues. I'm talking about the real issue.
Real
What
issues
more real
that
issue
people
than
of
the
this
one in the
country.
preamble of the
Ask
constitution,
BJP.
which is secular?
Just
Okay.
have guts to ask BJP
Ajay Alok.
what has
Ajay
happened
Alok.
to 2022's
Ajay Alok.
52
Ajay Alok.
issues
It's
which
okay.
they are supposed
Yes,
to
yes, sir. Yes,
complete.
yes. Of course,
ask
sir.
that question. That is the core issue.
one
and hard
second.
fact.
1 second,
And
sir.
for that people should vote. And
Right,
I have
right.
shown that. That is the most important issue. You will not raise that issue.
Okay.
That is unfortunate.
Viewers, there are 5 central tenets of the Constitution of India. Socialism is one of them. God knows why, but it is. Secularism is one of them, viewers.
You say God knows why to this also? Say God knows
Yeah,
why.
because actually,
God knows
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because Nehru did not want the word secular in the
Because he
preamble.
thought it is going to remain secular. But when we were threatened, then Mrs. Gandhi made sure that amendments take place.
Was the BJP around, sir?
Of course, the RSS was
the
rising.
BJP? Oh, the RSS was rising.
Yes, of course.
And so she needed to suspend the constitution.
1970s,
so she needed to suspend the constitution.
Emergency was necessary. That's what I believe.
No, 1 second. She needed to jail the opponents.
No, maybe jailing. I mean, extreme steps is different,
Sir,
but emergency was needed. I
आप थोड़ा
believe. We
अपने आप से भी
supported.
पूछ लीजिए
हाँ.
आप किस तरफ थे फेंस पे
हमने सपोर्ट किया था. हमने
Where were you?
सपोर्ट किया था इमरजेंसी को.
You supported
CPI
it.
supported the emergency.
Viewers,
Okay.
Nothing.
viewers,
it.
what more can one say?
And we
What
made
more
her
can
amend
one
the
say?
and it's
So-
the communists
so
who
today-
made her amend the constitution
So
and get in those 2 words.
So viewers, there we go. They disregarded India's social justice icon, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. They disregarded the first Prime Minister of India.
The emergency
Prime
happened
Minister Nehru.
with the signature
Mr.
of the
Nehru.
President
Now,
of
one
India.
second, let me bring in.
So
let me
you
bring
might
in
say
Ajay
emergency
Alok.
is
And
bad.
do
You
know
can't
what
say it
the
is
Supreme Court-
unconstitutional.
And do you know what the Supreme
You
Court
can't say
had
it is
to say?
unconstitutional.
And do you know what the Supreme
The
Court had to say?
President of India signed the
Do
decree.
you know what the Supreme Court had to say about all of that? Do you know this, sir?
No, you might
What
say.
did he say?
No,
Yes,
no,
Dr.
no.
Ranganathan, bring
Yeah.
it. Why don't
Yeah.
why don't you correct the record, and I want to bring in Ajay Alok right after.
He
Yes.
just shot himself in the foot because every time he says BJP acts unconstitutionally,
Of course, it does.
every decision of BJP.
It's a fanatic communal party.
Absolutely.
Okay.
यार.
हाँ बोलिए.
Every decision of BJP that the left terms as unconstitutional is also ratified by the parliament. So by your own logic, if the president ratifies the emergency, then it's not unconstitutional. Why do you keep saying whatever BJP does is unconstitutional?
No, it depends on what it does. If it is against the ethos of the constitution, I will say it.
Yeah, okay. Suspending the constitution is not against the ethos of the constitution.
Yes.
Viewers, वहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है preamble में suspend me.
अगर नहीं लाए होते तो जो आज हो रहा है 1970s में हो जाता.
Wow, God. Viewers, I mean, if you have to listen, I talked about a jalebi. Here is the jalebi. Samosa बाद में आएगा in the second
And as a party, we never said that Congress is a communal party.
Ajay Alok,
They are a respected part of the India alliance.
I don't want us.
Kerala is
to
different. We
trivialize-
fight with them in Kerala.
I don't want to trivialize this debate, viewers. But you have the left telling the public, and Ajay, look, you need to step in here because that question will be asked of you. Ajit Pawar, for example, has found fault with what the Prime Minister has said. This slogan that he has issued, Ek Raho, Safe Raho, he disagrees with it, batenge to katenge, disagrees with it, this, that. So they'll ask you that question. So I'm preempting that question because Samajwadi Party doesn't think I can ask those questions. So I've asked you the question. And now you need to answer it because Samajwadi Party, of course, has never answered a question, viewers. But anyhow, yes, Ajay Alok ji, aapke bhi to ally wahi keh rahe hain.
Well, Rahul, there are very few moments in debate and few times in the debate where you like to keep quiet and listen to others. And it was today that wonderful debate happened after a long, long time. Left calling constitution and then supporting emergency. And you know, there's a famous saying in the English, the bunch of crooks in one place fighting for a pie and the bunch of crooks united in hands for the pie. The classic example I can see on the screen sitting up and down. Where in Kerala they are fighting for the pie is Muslim Bhaijan. And in the downstairs, they are united hand in hand again for the Muslim Bhaijan. Now I'll give you a small example. Today, my friend, he came out with a new theory. You know, the theory was Indira Gandhi imposed emergency because Pakistan constitution came into place and she feared what happened in Pakistan constitution. He will come after that. Let me complete, Sanjeev, then you can speak. See, the Islamization of this country began right after the constitution we adapted. And Congress kept on doing it non-stop. The example is Article 25, Article 28, Article 30. After that, Hindu temples were taken into control. Hindu monies were taken into control. The mosques were not touched. Then after came abolition of Hindu court bill. But
you don't like Muslims?
Law were not,
Let him finish. You can respond.
Please.
Okay.
Please don't interfere.
No, you don't like
Hindu
Muslims.
Hindu court bill was abolished, but Muslim personal law was not touched. Why? So that they can replicate. Then came one after the Special Marriage Act came. Again, so that the inter-religion marriage can be appreciated. Then came 1975, 42nd Amendment. The secular was included. Now, one very simple question to Tehseen especially. If this country is secular, like other countries, why we are talking of, majoritarian and minority politics?
You are talking about it, not Tehseen. You are talking about it, not the Congress.
Let him finish, please.
Relax.
He's not spoken. Let him finish.
Let me complete. Okay. So one after the after 42nd Amendment, then it came Places of Worship Act. After Places of Worship Act, then it came Waqf Board, unlimited power 1995. Then came 2007. Existence of Prabhu Ram Deva existed. So many things. This constitution was made to look like Islamic constitution. Only the declaration was left. This is what is the Congress. I've traced the history from 1947 till now. If any of the
are you trying to say that this constitution today? No. Are you trying to say that this constitution today is an Islamic constitution?
You are not
only pro-Muslim
and
nothing for the nation.
Let him finish.
You are fighting for Muslim.
Let him finish.
Because you're worried about your existence. That if Congress gets the full Muslim support, what's going to happen to you in the assembly election? That is your fear. Because that is the only place, that is the only citadel left for you. And Congress is not leading that. Mamata Banerjee understands this very nicely. She didn't allow Congress to step in West Bengal. And you and Congress both are kicked out from West Bengal. This is your reality which you take to
I'm not taking a lecture on West Bengal politics right now. Talk on the constitution specifically.
Nobody gives you.
Talk on the constitution specifically.
One second.
You're on the verge of extinction in this country.
Okay, I want to bring
I don't need your certificate.
One second. I want to bring this.
Islamic Party, there is no doubt.
I want to bring this conversation back. Viewers, look at the first point. Yeah, 1 second, doctor. Yeah, just give me 30 seconds. Just look at the first point of this poster, viewers. It says, क्या आप शरिया में दखल अंदाजी करने वालों को वोट करोगे? So viewers, if the answer is yes, then they say don't come to us. If the answer is no, then vote for the Congress. Viewers, the same Congress is protecting Sharia, but moved amendment after amendment to codify Hindu personal law. Hindu personal law.
One second, Rahul, can I please come in?
So where does the Congress stand? And is that secular, viewers, or is that an unequal secularism? I thought that the state needed to be absolutely equidistant from all faiths. Viewers, but here it's the first point, and the Congress has no problem with this. They want to actually ensure that there is absolutely no reform in the Sharia law, viewers. Yes, Dr. Ranganath.
No, unfortunately, Vivek veered from the entire debate. The debate was whether Congress is communal or not, to which my good friend Pradeep Bhatiji, the Samajwadi Party spokesman, said actually it's the BJP that is communal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, to get him into the debate, I want to ask him, and I really respect him. He's a very erudite person. He's a very good friend. Very simple question to Pradeep Bhati ji. Pradeep Bhati ji, क्या ये सच है? हाँ या ना में जवाब दीजिएगा कि आपकी कैंडिडेट ने, जो कि सलमान खुर्शीद की रिलेटिव हैं, वोट जिहाद के बारे में कहा था. क्या ये सच है? हाँ या ना?
I'm not here to answer you yes or no. When I'll get the chance, I'll reply.
Okay,
You are not
see,
here to answer anything.
I'll leave it at this. Viewers, I'll leave it at this. The India Alliance today is
allow me to
dumbstruck.
reply also.
No, there's no
Rahul,
response. You've
allow me
responded.
to-
You've responded. I don't have the time now, sir, to go in around the bush with you. The India Alliance is dumbstruck today, viewers, because its own allies are calling them out. The left has called out the Congress. Viewers, it's unheard of in an alliance, this kind of infighting. Anyhow, I need to move on, viewers, because there's a significantly important story. Rahul Gandhi and his self-professed mentor, Sam Pitroda, talk about anti-monopoly, anti-oligopoly, pro-redistribution of state resources and private wealth to the needy. But when it came to it, the Congress couldn't even stomach the redistribution of the modest samosa meant for its chief minister to subordinate staff. Viewers, jokes apart, there is an inquiry by the CID into who moved the chief minister's samosa. I mean, you might think this is comedy. It's not comedy. Precious state time and resources are being spent to find out कि chief minister के समोसे किसने खाए उनके ऑफिस में. CID inquiry. This is a puzzle currently occupying the Himachal Pradesh CID. It's their priority number one. Forget about chasing down any criminals. They are finding out where did the 5-star hotel order that was meant for Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu, who, by the way, viewers, has health problems and cannot even eat the samosa. Where is it that these samosas ended up? On which plates? Show cause notices have been slapped against 5 police personnel, including a woman inspector, over the October 21 episode. October 21, viewers, with the CID probe terming the careless consumption of the 3 boxes carrying the samosas and cake, quote, an anti-government act, unquote. Viewers, this is a party that talks about giving private resources of rich people to the poor. ये अपने समोसे किसी और को देने को तैयार नहीं है. Viewers, they don't want to part with their own samosas. The note by the state CID official says all persons named in the inquiry report have acted in anti-CID and anti-government manner, due to which the items could not be served to the VVIPs. Who is the VVIP? The Chief Minister. They acted according to their own agenda, unquote. Clearly, the Congress believes the Chief Minister has a legitimate monopoly over samosas purchased with taxpayer money. Jitni abadi utna haq proponent Pitroda and his protege Rahul Gandhi won't be amused, and neither, of course, is the opposition. The BJP has come out and said the opposition has not eaten these samosas. Those who were served these samosas were a part of the government. So how could the act be anti-government? Viewers, it just boggles the mind. But it's almost as if you elect the Congress party, you expect a farce. That precious time and paltry state resources are being diverted for this trivial pursuit only confirms just how muddled the Congress party is about where its priorities should really ideally lie. Instead of trying to find ways to serve the public, the Congress administration is investing in hunting down samosas, or who within their office ate the samosas. I mean, should this be an issue of priority, viewers? ठीक है भैया, समोसे खा लिए, एक और डब्बा मंगवा लो, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Viewers, this is how broke the state is. It's attempted to charge toilet tax in Himachal. A notification issued by the Himachal Pradesh government on the morning of September 21 proposing a toilet tax. The original notification from the Office of Additional Chief Secretary stated, quote, where in urban areas some establishments use their own water sources and sewerage systems of the development of the department, sewage charge levied will be at 25 per seat per month. The notification was deleted hours later after there was an outrage. It passed a bill to charge cow cess on power consumers in the state. Under the Himachal Pradesh Electricity Amendment Bill 2024, which was introduced by Chief Minister Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu in the Assembly in September, domestic consumers will have to pay a cess of 10 paisa per unit, and industrial units will have to pay 2 paisa per unit to 2 rupees 6 per unit, viewers. Increase VAT on diesel, citing losses to the government. They talk about inflation, but it's a state where the diesel prices are through the roof. They've discontinued free electricity for tax-paying consumers. They had said that they were going to give in their manifesto up to 300 units of power free. Viewers, today they're giving 0 because they're broke. But no, viewers, instead of addressing those problems, CID is chasing samosas. Let's open this up. I'm having a problem here, keeping a straight face. And so let me just ask Tehseen Poonawala, जितनी आबादी उतना हक, एक चीफ मिनिस्टर, 8 समोसे, 8 उनके सबऑर्डिनेट्स उन्होंने ले लिए, क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी बांट दें अपना खाना, सिक्योरिटी को इशू ही नहीं है, एसपीजी कुछ होता नहीं है,
करते
नहीं, आप बताइए ना सर, एक चीफ मिनिस्टर की सिक्योरिटी कोई कंसर्न होना चाहिए?
देखा एक फोटोग्राफ,
you are trivializing this.
Okay, आपसे आपकी सवाल नहीं
one
पूछा
second, sir.
मैंने. I have not asked you the question.
Doesn't matter. I can answer first. You can go to Tehseen.
Tehseen wants to answer.
No, let me answer this.
He wants to
Please,
answer.
please.
No, he wants to answer, and I've asked him the question. Do you
that's
have a
okay,
problem
but-
with that? No, let him answer, sir. Please, he can speak for himself. He's got a brain between his ears. Yes, Tehseen. Tehseen, go ahead. Please respond.
Rahul, I thought
CID.
I thought no puns intended. It was difficult for you to digest this story, as it was for me. And my first reaction was, why CID? Just like for everybody else, why not NIA or why not IB or RAW or CBI? Fair enough, and I understand the joke and the humor in it, and we all will enjoy the dark humor. Maybe you can even crack jokes that it wasn't aloo samosa, it had sona in it. Fine. All of those jokes taken apart. But Vivek is actually right. The question is not about a chief minister's samosas. In absolute high security people, there is a certain amount of protocol, the food that comes in, that has to be secured. And that food is always tasted before, and that food has a protocol on how it reaches those VVIP guests. For example, when I was in Haryana and a very senior leader in the union government was supposed to come, one of the top 3 senior leaders, the police were not just checking the food, there was a medical team, and that food has a protocol of reaching those leaders. If in between that chain is broken and the food goes to anybody else, there has to be an internal inquiry. This is what it was. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes, we can crack jokes. Yes, it makes a yummy story to take the pun away. Yes, the chutney is delicious in the story, but it is nothing more than an internal inquiry of why a particular chain was broken. As for why is the samosas from A particular place or B particular place, let me just tell you, Himachal is booming, the tourism is fantastic. Unlike another state under BJP, which is reeling under an economic meltdown, come to Himachal, it has the best hospitality.
Oh.
That's why they're laboring the public there with one cess after the other. Cow cess, toilet cess, which they withdrew, thank goodness. Oil cess.
No, that's not true. There's no toilet cess.
They've even did you not
there
promise?
Is no toilet cess.
Did you not promise 300 units of free electricity? Yes or no in your manifesto?
Yes.
Sir? Yes.
It will be fulfilled once the central government transfers 11,000 crore rupees.
Sir, you have
to
scrapped
Himachal.
it. 0. Khatam kar diya aapne. You're not even giving
yes, but the union government owes Himachal
you're
money.
Not even giving.
Maybe that's where they are flushing down the money.
You're not even giving.
The union government is flushing down the money for your toilet joke.
And let me tell you, viewers, the figures. They're almost going to be 1 lakh crore in debt. When the BJP left, it was around 68 or something.
What is the debt on India?
Today it stands at one second. Don't listen. Just 1 minute. Let's not make
What's the union debt?
more complicated. One second. Let me bring in Dr. Ranganathan and Ajay Alok, and of course the left leader who wants to answer for Tehseen Poonawala.
No,
yes,
Tehseen has done a brilliant job. Tehseen has done a great job.
Okay, आप समोसा लीजिए सर.
समोसा तो मेरे को लगता है डॉक्टर रंगनाथन ले गए होंगे वहां से, ये भी हिमाचल में देखे गए थे उस वक्त.
देखो, I told you, Rahul, beware of a communist. He comes to the studio because he cannot be faded out. मैं bribe भी दे दूंगा इनको 2 समोसे और एक चाय की JNU के ढाबे की.
आपने JNU में बुलाया नहीं अभी तक.
Okay, let's get to this.
Yes.
Yeah, priorities.
आप please आइए, आपके लिए वीजा मैं दिलवा दूंगा. Rahul, please can I continue without being interrupted? Look, I take this issue very seriously. समोसे मुझे बहुत प्यारे हैं. Back in college, the president, one presidential candidate, Parakhoon, he said, I will give you 2 samosas of Rohtas if you vote for me. I voted for him. The fact of the matter is, एक तो पहले ये can you please not put these images on the right hand side? I mean, I'm looking at these samosas being fried, Rahul, and it's just really, my mouth is watering. No, but okay, so to be serious now, enough of jokes.
Yeah.
Rahul, as you correctly said, Himachal, a puny state like Himachal, I'm not comparing it to Maharashtra or Karnataka, has a debt of 1 lakh crores. The MLAs have been instructed by the chief minister not to be given their salaries. The Congress leader, Montek Singh Ahluwalia, said, please do not revert to the new pension scheme. It is the biggest revedi of all. It is going to bankrupt you. The RBI said it's going to cost you 5 times more than the old pension scheme. And yet, these people have reverted to the old pension scheme. And as a result, 77% of Himachal's tax revenue is going in propping up this scheme that Congress itself junked, the Congress scheme. So away from samosas, away from the jokes, look at the priorities of these guys.
It is the right priority.
They don't care because, Vivek, please. They
No,
don't care.
you have no compassion for old people.
One second.
Old poor people.
I'll bring you in.
Compassion?
I'll bring you in, Mr. Vivek Srivastava.
Do you know what is poverty and what it is for a poor old man?
Then why are you charging those poor people under the CID, under the act of being anti-government?
No, I mean,
What are you saying?
the CID was the host. The CID was the host.
So that means it should go
which
up.
called the chief minister.
This is something that, listen,
It's
first
an
of all,
internal inquiry.
do you know what is actually transpired? Only one officer knew that those samosas were supposed to go to the chief minister. By the way, the chief minister can't even eat them. Because that's a different matter altogether.
Why are you against an interdepartmental inquiry?
One second. I'll just give you the facts here, viewers. This is how bizarre, Kafka-esque this is. Even Kafka would not have dreamt up of this, viewers. This is straight out of some dystopia, communist dystopia. Sorry, but it's true.
Carry on.
Okay, so let me just tell you very, very clearly, viewers. There's only one person in the whole office that knew that Chief Minister साहब के लिए समोसे आ रहे हैं. So the others, when it came into the office, they said, "चलो हमारी चांदी हो गई. This is great." You see, so they said, "अरे वाह, people are thinking of us. What a nice, kindly HR department we've got." उन्होंने समोसे खा लिए. What would you do, sir? You'd have a laugh
breach
about
है
it.
कि नहीं है,
One
sir?
second.
Is it a security breach?
Security breach.
For the chief
आदमी
minister?
अभी भी जिंदे हैं, sir.
अरे सर, ये थोड़ी ना होता है. कल आप बोलेंगे प्राइम मिनिस्टर को कुछ भी खिला लो. ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है, सर.
Chief Minister,
Prime Minister, उसका प्रोटोकॉल है.
Chief Minister,
the protocol was not followed.
Listen, Chief Minister should be happy कि उनको इतने टेस्टर मिल गए, एक नहीं 8 टेस्टर.
So Chief Minister has not done anything. It is an internal inquiry of the CID which invited the Chief Minister.
It's been going on for 1 month almost, viewers, this inquiry. Can you believe it? Anyhow, Dr. Ranganathan, finish your point. You can start again.
Vivek accused why are you anti-poor? I fail to understand how poverty has got anything to do with, especially because these samosas were procured from a 5-star hotel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Rahul, correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely right.
ढाबे से 1 रुपए का समोसा नहीं था ये. In fact, ironically, the cost of the samosas was 420 rupees, 420. So trust the Congress to get that fact also right. But Vivek, please, away from all the jokes, the debt is mounting and mounting and mounting, and your allies are doing absolutely nothing about it because you don't care about it. The next government has to carry the burden. You just keep on spending this money, taxpayers' money, on ads. Do you know how much Kejriwal, your another ally, has spent on ads in the last 3 years?
Do you know NPAs in this country?
Sir, can you please let him finish? You can respond, sir. You can respond, please. Let him finish, please. I beg you, sir. I beg you, sir. मैं आपके हाथ
Go ahead.
जोड़ देता हूँ, please. Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Every time your response is, do you know BJP is doing the same? अरे I don't care. Yes, BJP, hold BJP guilty. पर अपने आप को whataboutery से क्यों बचा रहे हो?
अरे sir, मैं कह रहा हूँ tax the rich and save the poor. इस देश में शादियां कितनी महंगी हो रही हैं सर? 5,000 करोड़ की शादी।
First start with Herald House.
और आप कह रहे हैं गरीब आदमी की पेंशन हटा दो।
First start with Herald House. वही दान में दे दो। चलिए। Okay. Yes.
Rahul, may I reply to something?
One second. Has he finished his point? I don't even know if Dr. Ranganathan has finished his point. You're talking about debt, mounting debt. Yes, one second. Let me just, one second. You finished your point. Okay, let me bring in Ajay Alok. Ajay Alok, look. There is...
I like a point.
Okay. Tehseen Puna, make your point. I'll get him to respond to you. Yes, sir. Please, go ahead.
Dr. Anand Ranganathan very eruditely but very smartly changes the goalpost. The old pension scheme does not even kick in until 2033 or 2035. In fact, until 2003, the old pension scheme was BJP. So it doesn't even kick in. So the debt on Himachal has nothing to do with the old pension scheme. That's a lie and a fallacy. The debt is got because the government of India has not promised its fulfillment and has not fulfilled its commitments to the state of Himachal, releasing funds to Himachal. But on a lighter note, Anand and I do something called a Samosa Caucus podcast, and maybe we can discuss samosas out there.
Well, viewers, let me bring back this debate to the main point. What this exemplifies, Ajay, look, you're making the point, the BJP is making the point, they've muddled priorities here. They should be basically focusing on how to serve the public, not how to serve samosas to the chief minister. That's the point you're making.
No, that is precisely the point. What
are you overreacting? That's my question.
No, not at all. Let me tell you, Rahul, I'm not at all amused by looking at the palate love of the chief minister for samosas, and if he was not served, then an inquiry, a CID inquiry is being ordered. I'm not amused at all. I think Congress has graduated. They have done a better job. Remember a few years back, there were some buffaloes missing in Uttar Pradesh, and the whole police force was put into the action for searching those buffaloes. So that is the kind of governance they are used to.
Yeah.
So I think Congress has graduated from buffaloes. They have gone to the samosas.
5-star samosas.
It's kind of elite sort of thing.
Do you know the cost of a buffalo?
Second thing.
Alok, do you know the cost of a buffalo?
Mr. Vivek Srivastava, please don't be so much thick.
No, I'm just saying, do you know the cost of a buffalo? It's not very cheap.
I know, sir. I know.
आपको गांव की जिंदगी पता नहीं है सर. You don't know what is rural life. You do not know what's a buffalo. You don't know the cost of a buffalo. You don't know that if a buffalo is lost, how painful it is for a villager. You don't know these things.
Come on, this is absolutely lack of governance. You don't have anything to focus on. The chief minister does not know what he's doing.
Viewers, on that point,
his colleague is not answering. He's rather laughing.
On the
go and watch your Congress president. She's laughing at the chief minister. We are not saying anything. How this can be anti-government?
Look, viewers.
This is CID is the part of government.
When you reduce governance to trivial pursuits, then you have big problems. And let me tell you, viewers, and this is an interesting story that I have pulled out here for all our viewers, and this is from NDTV, 2014. 7 buffaloes robbed from powerful Uttar Pradesh Minister Azam Khan's home, which had scores of policemen on their toes over the weekends, have been found. 3 police have been removed for dereliction of duty. But Mr. Khan blames the media for making too much out of the case of the missing buffaloes. Is this news? I thank media for making it news. He scoffed but didn't deny. Do you know where Azam Khan is today, viewers?
Behind the bars. That is going to be the fate of most of this India alliance.
Viewers, get priorities right. People are elected.
Yes, buffaloes should be found also. You should say that. It's a poor man's asset.
Their politicians to do the right things by them, not overtax them and splurge on 5-star samosas and then institute inquiries into where these samosas went, this, that, the other. Viewers, it tells you this today is actually the Marie Antoinette moment of the Himachal government. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan, you're raising your hand and I want to bring in Tehseen on that point.
No, this constant harping on poor man. I mean, communists, look, this propaganda is 100 years old as your flag, that has a hammer and sickle, and that is the most technologically advanced you've ever been. So stop this poor is.
No, you can be pro-corporate. Why should I be pro-corporate?
No, poor man does gold scam in Kerala. The poor man does gold scam in Kerala. That is
nobody does.
Okay. I'll leave it to this very quickly. Tehseen Poonawalla, do you think the time has come to wrap up this inquiry? At least at least let me ask you that question. I'm sure you won't sort of equate it with something else.
Yeah, I do think so. I do think that the Congress also has a problem in Himachal of perception management, and I think that they should focus on that. But yeah, I mean, now that the Chief Minister is okay, I think we should wrap up the inquiry. It was an internal inquiry, but I do think they should wrap it up.
So I'll tell you one thing,
no
viewers.
Samosas for guessing that one.
And I'm only speaking because all this information came into the public. The Himachal government would be better off if it would actually investigate, get the CID to investigate who cleared the purchase of state land to Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, which is not allowed under the rules. Who waived those rules? That really is state resource. That state resource, one second, that state resource, that is where state resource went.
No, no, one second, let me come in there.
Okay, come in.
That land has been purchased as private land. In Himachal, you are allowed to buy private land. It is agricultural. Hold on. Just allow me to finish.
Not for non-Himachali.
And Himachal has repeatedly had a BJP government.
Check your facts. Non-Himachali cannot buy a land. Neither private, nor government, nor agriculture. Nothing doing.
Agricultural land, not private land.
Agriculture.
Get your facts correct.
Okay. Viewers, I'll just correct
facts correct.
One second.
Land.
Yes. Agricultural land. Yes, agricultural.
I'm correct on this.
Yes, you're right.
Thank you.
But viewers,
I'm a farmer.
yes, that's the question. Viewers, that's the question. Fundamentally, this land is not in some beautiful locale in a urban center. It is out in the boonies amongst the plantation. I'll leave it at this, viewers.
Appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here. Come here, Susie. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The Ice Maiden, we call her the Ice Maiden. Susie? Come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background.
Donald Trump will for sure pick a team that thinks like him and more does as he wants done, but not without thanking some who have done so much to bring him where he is. He will want them to bring him more success and take him further down that path through the presidency. And there, who can think of anyone first but Elon Musk, his star campaigner and cheerleader and funder with $1 million giveaways in the swing states through the campaign. As the richest man in the world, worth about $260 billion, Musk has a way of getting listened to, and we already know who will be listening and listening out for what. He has a new job to do with the government, what he did with X, axe and chop down to a size no one had thought possible. Accordingly, he's been given charge of what has been called the Department of Government Efficiency, an early decision there. And through that, he says he will take $2 trillion out of the government budget, that much saving. No one is forgetting that he sacked 80% of the staff of Twitter when he took over. His official brief is to make recommendations for drastic reforms. Musk must love that sort of thing. American bureaucrats are watching this space very nervously. But of course, for Musk, this is not just about savings for the government.